Tony D and Little Joan is asleep on the couch, and this is a screenwriter's rant on A Place in the Field, a movie about a soldier dealing with the death of his friend and trying to deal with his past. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 13, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So, the main character here, there was some incident where his friend saved him from a mine. Some little girls in Afghanistan didn't see the mine, and they end up getting blown up. But it's not his fault, but he has guilt over it. And his friend helped him, but then either during the war or later, he dies. And somehow he gets, the ashes are bequeathed to his friend with like a note saying that, I want you to go to the Grand Canyon. I always wanted to see it. You know, throw my ashes there. So I think the guy on his left isn't really there. He's just imagining him there. That's his dead friend, I think, but maybe not. I'm not sure. I tried to figure it out from the description, but the description isn't long enough. And but it's on digital. Directed by Nicole Mengia, written by Don DePetta, Corey Ellis, and Xochitl Portilla Moody. Oh, I guess that's his name. Xochitl Portilla Moody? And Blues Mun Del. There's like, there's so many names here. I can't tell the last names from the first names. It could be Don DePetta Corey and Ellis Xochitl. But then there's a name here, Portillo Moody, which sounds like a hyphenate that should be, I don't know. I don't know, like 3 or 4 people wrote this movie. And Nicole Mejia directed it. It doesn't look bad. It looks kind of wholesome. I think his buddy, though, is dead. I don't think he's actually traveling with him. He's just traveling with the ashes and imagining him there. He breaks down on the side of the road and then gets picked up by a guy. See, even though there's 2 guys in the picture, I think he's just imagining his friend complaining and talking to him. And then he gets picked up by this guy, but like I don't see his friend. I don't see his friend with any other person other than him. So that's why I say that. But anyhow, he's trying to get to the Grand Canyon, and along the way he meets this guy who picks him up, and he's dealing with his PTSD and remembering the past. And he hooks up with this girl. I don't know what her relation to the guy who picked him up is, but I think they fall in love, and I don't know, he finally comes to grips with his demons, and then, you know, throws the ashes into the Grand Canyon. So it looks kind of wholesome. Pretty solid stuff. I mean, that's pretty much the 3 acts. The first act is them in the army, him getting the ashes, and then having to read the letter and then say, oh, he's dead. I don't know, maybe died of cancer or something after the war. And now he's got to go to the Grand Canyon. It was his last wish. This was his buddy. His wife's, dealing with him. And so he decides to go. Has to go alone. But he imagines his buddy with him the whole time and them talking. Eventually he breaks down. He gets picked up by this other dude. Ends up here at this ranch where he meets the girl and falls in love with her, I guess. Or maybe the other girl is his sister, not his wife. I assume he's single then. Yeah, maybe he's single. So then eventually comes to grips with his demons, however he does that, and then dumps the ashes, and it's the end of the movie. So it's like a wholesome movie. It's not going to be, there'll be flashbacks to action, but there's not going to be like any current action. He's not chased by gangsters, or there's nobody trying to assassinate him. It's a guy dealing. It's a real drama, but like one that's going to have a nice positive ending. So yeah, I mean, would I watch it? Maybe. I don't know. I like the trailer. I think I might watch it. I don't know. I wouldn't go to the theaters for it. I'd watch it on streaming, though. It says veteran Gio Scuderi receives a package that sends him out on a road trip to fulfill a promise and decide his fate. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd watch it. It looks okay. It looks wholesome, at least. I mean, I like positive movies. I would give it a chance. It doesn't look woke or anything. So, you know. I mean, there's a lot of screenwriters in it. That's not always good, but maybe. Um, Seems like a low budget affair, but seems well done. The cast looks fine. It's scenic. Um, I guess that's his. I guess that woman is his sister, or so maybe it's not his wife. I don't know, because he definitely something's going on between him and the woman here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's dreaming it. So here he is imagining his friend, and then I guess he dumps the ashes, and then that's the last time he sees him. You know, the last time you see him in the movie. Keeps flashing back. So it's not bad. A place in the field. I mean, I think you could do a lot worse. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Jones, somewhere on the couch. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all who came out to the 13th Child Brewery in Williamstown, New Jersey. I'll be back there again. It's a bit of a crossed wire. I won't go into it, but long story short, there's another event next week with live music, so I'm going to come back when there's slightly more people. And so I'm already doing an event, but the author's picnic ends at, I think it ends at 2 or 3. And so I might get out of there early enough to get to the Williamstown event. So I'll be doing 2 events in a day. That'll be cool. And if that doesn't work out, or even if it does, we may do another night just for me to do the talk again to a crowd. Long story short, it didn't get promoted necessarily the way we wanted to. So we're gonna coordinate the promotion this time a little better. I don't know. Part of it's on me. I did 20 events this week. Give me a break. Anyhow, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.